Well, it's day 30 since my hip replacement surgery, and I really wanted to go down for a walk around the moat today. But I don't have as much lung capacity as I need. I get really worn out too quickly. So I have to put more chairs, spot them along the way. It was beautiful out there. It was so beautiful. The snow is about that thick, the new snow. We went in, I sat on the corner of my little turtle nest cover, which is about at chair height or higher, I guess. And I rested after the walk down. And then that's at this end of Fiddlehead Pond. And then I walked to the end at the beginning of the moat and needed to sit down again, but all the chairs were covered in snow and frozen to the ground below it. So we turned and we went down and into the gypsy cabin. The windows don't properly shut, there's no door. But there's a mattress and a blanket on the bed and 2 chairs and a little table. And the birds have been in there, so there's bird poop all over. But you can just go in and sit in those chairs. There's not bird poop over the blanket, though. Anyway, so we sat in there until we had enough energy. We had gotten really warm. My fingertips had been frozen, and they were warm after a while. My feet are quite cold. My toes are quite cold now after the coming back, but they weren't that cold down there. That was the halfway point or something. So I thought I had energy, and I thought I could go around the rest of the moat. But I came out back to the moat road, or the trail, and there was no chair, and I couldn't sit, and I had to lean against women. And then I put my head down on my canes. But I didn't have pain. I didn't have pain in my back or in my hips. I just didn't have the energy. That's a new thing, eh? That's wonderful. So we went from there back home. So it wasn't quite halfway around the moat, but pretty close. And then it was really hard to walk from the cabin all the way to that turtle nest cover to sit. But there was no place else. So twice I had to stop and lean on women. But my hip was fine. In fact, my hip was better than my other hip. I could feel a smoothness, or that there was no interference as I walked. But the other one, you could feel just a little friction. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't feel like friction. But it wasn't painful. My hips are rarely painful because my body has taught my muscles how to keep them in perfect alignment so that I can do things without pain. And if I get off of that alignment at all, then wowzer, right? But anyway, so I was fine. My body was just too tired. I sat there for a while, and then it was like from there it was going to be all the way to the house, which is quite a quite a long way, 0.2 of a kilometer or something. And so we were walking out of there onto the road, and who should happen by but our neighbor who plowed it for us. It's only going to charge us $20 to plow the moat. Isn't that amazing? I thought if it was like $100, I couldn't do it, right? But for 5 times having it plowed, being able to use it for the duration in between, it's worth it. Having my own place to walk. Anyway, so he went down to the mailbox or something and turned around and came back and stopped and asked how we were doing. And I said, "Oh, can I have a ride?" I don't think that's what he meant. I don't think he realized that I might ask him if I could have a ride. I just opened the back seat and just kind of rolled backwards onto the seat and had my legs up over my chest, or my knees up. And I couldn't close the door from that position. I said, "I just have the door open." And he said, "Don't worry about it." And so he drove me up to the driveway, and Willem walked. Oh, what a godsend. Oh, I was so grateful. And then I sat there in the back for a moment and said something about, he wanted to know about the the details, no, the scheduling of plowing, not scheduling. Do we want it done today or do we want to wait till the storm's over tomorrow? Does that have a classification? Can that be categorized into something? Somebody said you can use shoe polish on leather furniture. My daughter, who's moving back, knows a lot about leather. They have leather furniture, but they're very clean people. This stuff looks like it's been out in the water. Might have gotten stained on the way home, because it did rain while it was in the trailer. I don't think it was stained when I got it. So I got back, thank heavens. So we walked halfway around the moat. Yay! If I can do that 3 times a week, you know, that's all the exercise you really need is a good walk 3 times a week, they say. It's probably better to walk up all the time, like every hour, get up and walk around. I used to not have so much pain, and I think I was busy with my kids. No, that's not true. I had a lot of pain. But I was too busy to notice it. Yeah, but it didn't hurt so much that it was disabling like it is now. I was able to do stuff. Hi. Okay, so here he's back too. Say hello.
Hello.
There, he's back.
Okay, so
Hi.
not